Hey y'all, it's Isabella Houston, your vocal coach and vocal bestie. And if you don't got a coach, well, you have one now. Welcome to 2 Cents on Singing. Today we're gonna go ahead and react to Tori Kelly's Bridge Over Troubled Water, her section in the song, and she's gonna be singing it live. So I'm really excited to hear this because one, the song is already hard. Let's just be honest. The song is already complicated, but to be able to perform it and execute it to perfection live, which I trust she will be able to do, that's a whole other shebang. So let's go ahead and get into it. Something so beautiful about Tori Kelly singing is her mix, okay? She is the queen of the crying / whiny mix. If this is your first video that you've watched about me, well then go and watch the other ones because you'll understand that I talk about this all the time. And she starts on the O. It starts on this note. I don't know the riff, so don't cover my edges, but she has this kind of crying, whiny sound that's helping her belt and mix her voice so that she can carry all these riffs throughout her registers. And you know what's funny? I think she made these harder. I think she made this worse. Not worse in the sense of like it's worse, but I guess it's like worse for the aspiring divas that want to be like Tori Kelly. I mean, she's really making you have to work for trying to learn these riffs. But I will say I am appreciative of her way of being able to riff so quickly. Now, the tea about riffing is that when you are riffing, it's a pattern. So if you can break down all of these patterns that she is singing in the song step by step, then you'll be able to hear each note individually and then be able to master the riff. And as you practice, you can get faster and faster and faster. Make sure to stay tuned to the end of this video because I use an awesome Google Chrome extension. It's for free if you have the Chrome browser that can help you slow down videos on YouTube so that you can listen to riffs in a slower paced way and it won't affect the pitch of the singer. So if you want to go ahead and see that, make sure to stay tuned to the end of this video so that you can get that small tutorial. Let's keep going. So she's using le and really maintaining her mouth in this neutral position. Le. I will lay me down. So when you are riffing, something that you want to focus on is really anchoring on the vowels that you have to do numerous rounds of notes on and trying to clock when it is that you have to shift and switch the vowels. Good job. So she started with a more chestier mixed belt in the bottom, and then she went to like a head dominant mix. She said, lay me down, to get herself up there. Now, this next riff is a little hard. I want to see how she's going to do it live. So she's going to be singing up to a B5. This is a note. That note is one of the transition notes to go into your whistle register. So she's starting her lay very softly and strategically in her head voice. And then she switches again. Lay. And then she goes back into her chest voice. Lay me down. Now, the biggest difficulty in this riff and this whole part of the song is, I feel, navigating the register shifts in the riffing. Because one, it's a lot of notes in a fast-paced time, but then it's also being cognizant of keeping your voice safe and not racking up tension. For some beginner singers, it's very easy for you to like, let's say in the beginning, she'll be like, I will let, and then you just get into tension because you're really squeezing your throat and you're bringing that squeeze all the way up, right? Here, Tori is very good at strategically shifting and like being really smart about her singing so that she can have lighter options as she's going up and down her registers. Even when she's like, lay me down, she's in a softer sound in her chest voice. That was so beautiful. Number one, that's like really low. What note is that? Lay. Okay, so that is an E3. Lay. So that's all the patterns. First one. Lay. Lay. Me down. So this riff is crazy. I don't know how she does this live. I'd get nervous doing this live. I'm not even gonna lie. No cap, I would be so nervous doing this thing live. Only because you're going across all your registers and it does sound beautiful, but it's also a lot of things that she's organizing in her brain. But also like Tori Kelly is a savage. So like respectfully, hats off to you, Queen. You can do this. That woo is in head voice. What note is that? That is. Woo! That's the woo. I also. She is such a good singer. I also want to talk about her mouth position. If we look here really closely, she is like this. You see? And the square. High belting happens the best when your mouth is in the square. And if you want to put me out of business, go ahead and look at Demi Lovato. Go and look at JoJo. Go and look at Jessie J singing. Go and look at Beyonce. Go and look at Adele. And tell me, when they're belting high, tell me if their mouth is not in this. Okay, let me know in the comments below when you go ahead and see those videos, and comment below if you were like, okay, you ain't telling no lies, girl. That's the truth. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, she better sing. She said down. Down! She's such a good singer, and she's in a head dominant mix belt. And the reason why she is such a good singer and it's easy for her to belt up here is because she's using the wah 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 cry whiny kind of sound. Down! The more you whine up there, literally whine like the dance. No, the more you whine like a baby crying, the better it's going to sound when you want to belt higher notes. Now, we're going to go ahead and talk about for a second, we're going to talk about belting in its essence. So is belting something that only happens in chest voice? No. You can belt in your head voice, in your mixed voice, and in your chest voice. You can belt in any place in your range. That's why it is a stylized option that you can give to your voice, and it's not a vocal registration. Now, it's the easiest to start belting in your chest voice. For a lot of people, it's easier for them to just say something like, hey, and that's already belting, right? This is in my chest voice, but my chest voice can also sound like this. Hey, or softer. Hey, right? So you have options as a singer to what different kinds of colors you want to give to your voice. And what I'm all about is making sure that you're having the full knowledge and being able to choose what kind of color of sound you want to give a different part of a song while you're singing. So when you are getting higher in belting, right, and you're using your chest voice, if you do, right, what's going to happen is you're going to squeeze your vocal cords, you're going to stress out your voice box, and then you won't be able to reach those higher notes, right? But if you do something like maybe trying this out, right? Let's belt on this C and then let's end up here. If we do hey, hey, that's where I'm switching into my mix. Hey. So the way these singers are able to belt through their mix ranged and into their head voice is by adding that whiny sound. So the way to master a riff is to slow it down, understand the patterns of the riff, and then you'll be able to sing the riff all the time. The biggest downfall that a lot of students face when they're trying to learn how to riff is that they feel like it's so hard because some riffs are either very long and last a long time in a song. So you get like confused and even maybe intimidated by trying to learn that riff because you're like, oh my gosh, that's very, very hard. So how am I going to master that? The way to master a riff is by breaking it down in patterns. And if you're a beginner singer and maybe you don't play an instrument, it's hard for you to break down the patterns because when you hear it, it just sounds all like mumble jumble in your brain. I am going to help you out by giving you a tip of something that you can install in your Google Chrome browser. So you're going to go to Google Chrome, open it up. You're going to type in transpose, and then you're going to see this thing called transpose pitch shifter browser extension. When you click on it, you're going to click on it and then you're going to press down here. You're going to press get the extension. The extension is for free. This video is not sponsored by Transpose in any way, shape, or form. I use this when I am helping my students. So it's something that I think all singers should have. So if you want to give them a donation, you can go ahead and do that there. But once you download it, it should show up and be this little symbol inside of your Google Chrome extension. If you want to pin it to your bookmark bar, simply click to this little puzzle piece right here, and then you're going to click on the pin right here, and then it'll be pinned to your bookmark bar. Now, we're going to go back to YouTube where we were watching this video, and here's Tori Kelly. She looks amazing, and she's going to sing this song. If I want to slow this down, I'm just going to press this little pitch bar like so. This tempo, we're going to make this mega slower. So if 100% is like, I will lay, like that, we're just going to make it mega slower. So let's just decrease that 40% and see how it sounds. Okay, let's see right here. Exactly. So the good thing about this transposer is that it does a good job at not altering the pitch as much. Obviously, the more that you slow it down, the more the pitch is going to be altered. So I highly suggest that you try to get to maybe like 69 or like 70 or like 80 because the pitch will be more accurate if you do it that way. Let's hear it again. Awesome. So in this way, you'll be able to practice your riffing. Let me know in the comments below if this was a helpful tool for you and if you maybe want more helpful tools like so in the future. That was my 2 cents on singing for today. If you'd like my eyes and ears on your voice, I invite you to join the Vocal Party. It's my online community where singers like you get access to courses to help you master this whiny sound and high belting like Tori Kelly, and also where you can share videos of yourself and I'll be reacting to them so that I can help you gain the voice that you want and that you desire. Make sure to check it out in the description below. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one.